And I'm going to do 14, 15 proof on this one file. Hopefully we'll get it done in time. Okay? So JA, what is it giving us? It's giving us PA, right? So if they give, oops, I can't say give on this side. I go PA is equal to 2.9, and that's a given. And this is one, that's step one. Your given is always the first step, right? And then what do we do? Okay? Then what? We look at it and say, what can I take from that? And I look at PA and I go, well, I know that that's going from the midpoint to the vertex, which makes it a centroid, which means it breaks it up into 3 pieces. Okay? And once I know it's in 3 pieces, then I think which piece is PA? And PA is that smallest piece of the 3, right? So that means if I want to find JA, then JA is going to be equal to 3 PAs. Does that make sense? Because you have a centroid breaks it up into 3 pieces. The PA is the smallest piece, so JA is 3 of those pieces. Why? Because it's a centroid. But instead of saying because, what do we say? Instead of saying because. People, we've done this for 3.5 months. Instead of saying because, what do we say?
Fuck. I always forget.
I don't know, more than here for a week.
That's why it's because definition, my guy.
Come on, people.
I told you it was
It's right here. If you don't know, then you better write the whole word. You're not allowed to write def. You can't shorten things until you know what the heck you're talking about. Okay? Don't shorten it up. Okay? I've been telling you that since the beginning of the year. If you don't know what it means, you better write it out. Okay? Now, what's next? What do you do now? You know that JA is 3 of these PAs. You know that PA is 2.9. Come on, people. What do you do? Somebody. Dakota, help me out.
Did I get you right?
What do I do? Chayton.
Don't get the PA.
You don't get the PA? The PA was given. It was right here. They gave it to you in the beginning of the problem.
Like the 3 pieces.
You don't get the 3 pieces. All right. Again, a centroid goes from this point, the middle point of a side of a triangle. So if I make any triangle, right? If I take that middle point, and I go from right here, and then I go the middle point, and I go from right here, that this and this is 3 pieces, and this is 3 pieces. Every time. That's the rule.
It's 3 pieces because when you get to the line that intersects, and that's another point.
Exactly. Exactly. So you have this piece. So you have this piece, and this piece. Does that make sense? Better? Okay? And that's what happens with the centroid every time. So that means if I take this to this half point, right? It's going to go through this point, same point called the orthocenter. And then these are going to be broken into 1, 2, 3 pieces. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3 pieces. Now, all this doesn't equal this, right? But this equals this equals this. So always it's broken into 3 pieces.
So you, like say it was 2.9, you would say 2.93 times and you added up 3 times.
That's exactly what we're saying.
So that would be definition of, or
The definition of a centroid,
yeah.
right, says that 3 of these pieces would be the whole piece. And then what would I do? What would I do with that? I would just substitute 3 times 2.9, just like you said. So then I would just do 2.9 times 3, right? That's what you said, right? Because you see it, you know what you're doing, and that's what we got to do is we got to take what you know what to do, but put it down so you understand what you're doing. Does that see the difference? Okay? So now that's called substitution. So what I did was I substituted in that 2.9, right? And then you said, I'm just going to multiply it, right? So you multiply it, and what do you get? And we got 8.6, right? So we said that JA is 8.6. What did we do? We multiplied it. What is that called, Skylar?
You multiply it?
Yeah.
Simplify.
Simplify. Okay? So Shay, that's how we got to JA, which is 14, right? That's our answer. That's how we got to 14. But how do we get to 15? Right, Shay? So we know what JA is. And we know what HC is, right? Oh no, we knew what PA was. JP. What the heck? Did we not use HC at all? Oh, HC was used on this one, huh? Sorry, my bad. So PA was 2.9. We found JA. So how are we going to find this piece right here? This JP. That's what it wants. How do we find that piece? So if we said that the AP was the one tiny piece, right? And the JP was the 2 pieces, right? How are we going to find the JA? Or sorry, not JA, JP. How are you going to find that JP? So let's draw this triangle one more time. It's like this, and we have this piece and this piece. And they go like this. We have this piece, and it goes like this, right? And A, P, and J. And we said that PA, this piece right here, was equal to 2.9. Then we said we had this piece right here. This was actually 2 of those pieces, right? It's actually 2 of those pieces. So how do we find PJ or JP? How do we find that? How do we find this from here?
2.9s and then divided by 5.
No. You're getting there. Think. How many pieces are there?
2 of them.
2 of them. So, what do? Think.